Hi everyone, I want to especially welcome you to this particular live trading session. Okay, so quickly I'm gonna share my screen with you and just show you what I'm seeing in the market. Now, my apology for not coming up earlier today. I got a lot of my things in my table, or rather on my table, so that's why I couldn't come up live earlier today. But it's all good. We had a winning entry today, so those of you who took it, congratulations. And it's a new day already, and of course lots of opportunities are posing in the market. So those of you who've been following me on the market comeback um, ideology, you would agree with me that the market is truly back. Okay, market is truly back with better opportunities, and that on its own uh, just lets us know that we should expect to see nothing less this period. Getting a 4 RR entry on GU is just so remarkable. It's something that lots of you trying to pass proper counts should look out for, because you're going to use it to pass your proper counts and withdraw good money for yourself. Remember, the ending of the year is at hand. Take note of that. The ending of the year is at hand, and charts are usually very unpredictable in the ending part of the year. This is August, we're already entering August already. I always tell people make the money you want to make in trading between February to August. Okay, so that we're playing around crypto once we enter September. Okay, because Forex is going to be a little bit manipulative, and the reason is because the big players and the financial institutions they begin to close their yearly record from the Mba months starting from September. So when they start closing these records, it affects the momentum in the market. So market might not move as expected or supposed. So in such a case, if you're not a professional trader, it's best to leave the market. But if you're a professional trader, you know what you're doing. You can actually still be in the market and still make money. Let me confirm that there's audio. Okay, there's audio. I think one more thing is to share out the links. Okay, I've shared the links already. So my WhatsApp status is on the free group. It's on the VIP group. So if you're in any of such places, you can just get the link, share it out to your contacts, pro traders, newbie traders, aspiring traders. Let them know that we're live. So quickly, I'm gonna share my screen now and show you what I'm seeing in the market. I'm thinking of reviewing what we trade. Thinking of reviewing what we trade. Now, I'm not going to review everything particularly. I just have a few concerns for stocks. I'm thinking of not trading Tesla for a while so that we can focus that energy. Okay, let me be sure you're seeing the screen. Okay. I'm thinking of not trading Tesla for some time so that we can focus all the energies on Forex, CFDs, and the rest. Man, this is Tesla. Did you see that? The stock market is not very much favorable for a day trader. Can you see? Just look at this. So because of that, I want us to take a break. Not because we're not profitable on stock. We're extremely, if you look at it, you see we're extremely profitable on stock. This one hit TP. Can you see? I think this is the only one that went to stop loss. This one we missed the entry. This one hit TP. This one hit TP. This one hit TP. So it's a very profitable this thing for us. But because of the timing, it doesn't really favor the day trading that we're doing. The timing, the brokers were using, not all the brokers, like a lot of us that are trading prop prop firms, not all the prop firms have Tesla in their markets, in their instruments, okay, in their market instrument. So let's leave out Tesla for now. Okay, let's just focus on. I added one more in case you're thinking the pairs will reduce. I added one more, but it's for the VIP. Okay, Tesla used to be for free community. Now this is what I want us to trade. I've not analyzed US 30 for some time. This is what I want us to trade. Free community, we're going to trade GBP USD, GBP CHF, you can see it, GBP USD, GBP CHF, GBP JPY, can you see it? And Ethereum, okay, and silver. Free community. VIP community, AUD, USD, Bitcoin, Ethereum, of course, everything included in the free communities instruments, gold, GPCHF, okay. Then we have Euro USD. Then we have New Zealand USD. So those are the things we're going to trade. Then on the synthetics, we have Jump 25, of course, Volatility 25. Then on the VIP, Boom 500 and Crash 500. So it's only Tesla and should I still trade US 30? I don't understand what US 30 is doing for some time now. Look at it. Okay, maybe we should still leave US 30. But let's just remove Tesla since US 30 still works well with the New York session. So let's just leave US 30. But let's remove Tesla from the trading portfolio. Okay, so quickly let's just do the analysis for the dollar index for the new week. So this is what the dollar index has been doing. As you can see, the moment it got into this zone, it got mitigated and pushed price massively on the bullish side to the upside. So the dollar index is perfectly bullish, as you can see. And this is one of the reasons why we're able to get that entry on GU correctly today. Because this imbalance, I've always told you in trading, one of the rules in trading is whenever there is a gap, this is what we call gap in charts. Okay. Whenever there is a gap like this in charts, the market does not permit gap. So always market will still come to fill up the gaps. Now, not because it will fill it up immediately. Like for those of you that went and entered into trade from here, or from here, or from here, or from here, you will notice that you were all taken out. So you have to wait for the market to give you its directional bias, even as you do your analysis. Okay. But the advantage is when you are trading, understanding that market goes from the side of the imbalance is a rule in trading before it goes to the side of the balanced. You will now know where market is about to go to. A lot of people thought dollar index was going to sell. Look at it. In fact, when I was checking the AI on EU, now let me just use EU on this because EU is for the VIP community, but I want to use it to show you what I mean. AI kept saying that the euro, that's Euro USD, should buy from here. Let me show you from the 5 minutes time frame. So the AI analysis was insisting that Euro USD should buy from here. Now look at it. It should have bought. Because clearly on market structure, this is a broken structure on the upside. When price gets here, it's supposed to, buyers are supposed to gain momentum and give a quick take profit before price begins to push down. But from experience, this is what it means when you're an experienced and a professional trader. I know there's no way price will leave this. Can you see it? There's no way price will leave this and do another thing. Price will always come to this side. What did price do? Go here, consolidated, and came down. Filled up the imbalances. After filling up, what did it do? It's consolidating now to buy. So that means the AI was correct when he was thinking that the market was going to buy. It's not that the AI was wrong. But the question is it supposed to buy at that particular time? So, in as much as you are using AI to get your precision, you also need to have the technical know-how and skill to understand when the AI might be misleading. Another one is this the New Zealand USD. You can see it. This one is even going to be a bit more difficult to predict because it was obviously bullish. If you look at it like this, it was obviously bullish. Price had already filled up. That's one thing about the New Zealand USD. It's usually faster than GP USD and Euro USD. So it has already filled up its own imbalance faster. So as at when the London session was opening yesterday morning, the dollar index going to fill up the imbalance, you will not be sure if it will affect the New Zealand USD. But it should because these two pairs are directly proportional to each other. The only thing you should know is that it will be peculiar. It won't be exactly like the GU. Now just watch this. This is NZD, right? Now look at Euro. What did you notice? Almost the same. The only difference is that the imbalance for NZD was up around here because it's always faster. Look at it, up around here. The same thing with the GBP USD. Can you see? GBP USD's own imbalance was not even showing on this particular. Let's check on FXCM. It was not showing. Let's check it on Wanda. Wanda is showing. You can see it. Wanda is showing. Let's check it on another one. GBP USD. GBP USD. Why is the B not coming? GBP. Hey, it's my laptop. GBP USD. Now let's check it on Forex.com. This one is even zero. It didn't even show at all. So the particular one you're using on your trading view is very important because it can be misleading. Let's check it on this and see. So you see why I like to stick to this my normal Rwanda initially, but Rwanda started misbehaving, misbehaving around 2025, right? Yeah, towards the end of 2025, saying misbehaving. It was not showing my chart correctly. Okay, this is still 2026. Yes. So that was when I stopped using it. If not, it used to be my best. Okay, so they don't want to show us past here because we are on what's it called? Okay, this is 2023 now. This is 2023. This is 2024. This is 2025. Okay, I think I cleaned. I was looking for my history. I think I cleaned all my history. So the charts were not coming out, but thank God it's coming out now. If not, this is what I've been using for the past 4 years. This is what I've been using to trade. So when the charts started behaving anyhow, there was an error. I think my memory was already getting full because of all my charts. Because I normally leave my chart for years. It helps you to be able to look at your track record. Let me use one to show you what I mean. Let's use Euro. Now, if you look at Euro from 2025, okay, you can see what I'm saying. So I can look at my track record. See when I started trading Euro. Because for many years I was trading just GBP USD. only GBUSD. So I used to do euro once in a while, but not full time. You can see from 2024, I was not really trading euro. It was in 2025 when I became much more profitable. I said, okay, let me add another pair that can give me more money. I started from here, July 2025, full time. I started trading euro full time. You can see I took a number of stop losses here. It's from here and I won it. I started hitting TPs. Started hitting TPs. You can see it, 2025. So I like to keep all of these things because it help me see track record. I'm able to see what I'm doing for a year, or what I'm doing for 2 years, what I'm doing for 3 years, and then I'm able to know whether I'm doing well. So for a while, I stopped trading EU. When the market became manipulative, I just resumed again. As you can see, I just resumed again because market is a bit more stable now. So when market was manipulative, I can't start cracking my brain for both EU and GU. So I stopped EU for some time. I focused on GU, which is one I mastered. GU was when I was learning trading. GU was the only thing I was trading for many years. That's how to master trading. If you trade plenty things at the same time, you will not master trading. So I mastered GU first. GU became my thing before I started other pairs. This is by GU when I started using it on this chart. So what brought me to showing you charts was sometimes charts can lie. You can see when I started using this chart. Sometimes charts can lie. I might not show you the right thing. So because of that, you have to be very careful because the dollar index has already showed us that there is an imbalance. What causes this imbalance? Since Trump came into power, anytime that the forex market goes into the next day, there's always going to be a jump. This is what we call market jump. Okay. So once you have seen something like this, even if it's not showing on your, of course, I showed you this, right? It was not showing here. Even if it's not showing, you should know that there's an imbalance here. Take note of that. Because when we're doing analysis on GBP, we start from the dollar index. So the dollar index is already giving you the sign. You don't need to now say GBP was not giving me the sign, so I didn't know that there was an imbalance. Watch out for that. Okay. So that was how we were able to get that particular entry in the morning. So with that now we can clearly say that we have a good winning entry on GPUSD. Now, if you look at the dollar index currently, like I said, let me see, it's still bullish anyway, but let me see overall. It's still bullish overall, even though it should be able to retrace because it's on the peak. It's on the peak, and all of these places are liquidity zones where the big players can decide to move price to the downside, like from here. So let me just mark it so that we can be seeing it on the lower time frame. Even if price may buy, it might not exceed this line because if you look at it from overall trend, you will see that it's the peak. And most of such peaks are usually what we call liquidity zones, like these areas. Because sometimes markets movers use it to swipe liquidity before they direct the business in where to go. So dollar index might eventually go bearish, but right now it's still bullish. So because of that, there will be nothing to trade. The only time there can be something to trade on dollar index is when this structure is shifted, this one here. Because this is the major low, okay? The most recent low that led to the major break of structure, which is this. Can you see it? The most major low that led to the most recent break of structure. So for you to trade these markets, because of this break of structure, this is a bullish market. But if you look here, you see that the momentum is dropping. So you can't even trade it as a bullish market. The momentum is dropping. So you have to wait for this break of structure to be shifted on the downside, something like this, before you can decide on what to trade. It has to be shifted like this, and the market has to still return to a point of interest before you consider. So, but I see the dollar index giving us bearish move. In that case, every other thing we trade direct proportional to the dollar index will have to go bullish. Take for instance the GBP USD, which we look at the beautiful entry we got today. If you look at the GBP USD on the 4 hour time frame, you can see that it's on a strong demand zone. So you can see why it's most likely bullish. Okay. Now this one has been mitigated. So where is the most likely area where price may go to? The next one, price may trade at least into this zone. Why? Because this is the zone that broke it to the downside. So if you are buying GPUSD, your eyes should be on this zone to take profits. So what do? We wait for price to shift just the same way we analyzed dollar index. Wait for price to shift these. Okay, look at the latest break of structure here. In case you're not seeing it, I see these things that I don't label them because of my professionalism in trading. So, but I'm labeling it for the sake of this class. So, because of this, price will have to shift this structure to the upside before we can consider buying GU, which is like this. Until then, there is nothing to trade right now on GU. So just keep your eyes on the group for updates, because once there is something tangible, I'm going to update everybody on the group on what to do. All right, so quickly, let's look at Japanese yen basket. The Japanese yen basket has really messed us up since last week. It's giving me 5 losses consecutively. And that's the reason why I bought a new prop. I bought some new prop firms I wanted to pass last week. That's why I didn't pass them. That's why I didn't pass them. And that was a bad one for me. There is a prop account I bought. I think I bought it on Monday. And I wanted to pass it that week. Of course, I'm professional now in trading. I'm good at what I do. So I can put a timeline on myself and say, okay, I'm passing this in this number of days. But this particular Japanese yen basket messed me up. And let me show you how it messed me up, which I've taken correction and I wouldn't let it happen again. So what it successfully did was it reduced my profits. It did not make me, I was not lost. I was not in loss. Okay, so that's one good thing with understanding what you do in trading. The account I posted where I say 11.5% up on profit, that's the particular account I'm trading, which I'm talking about. I posted it last week. If any of you noticed, I posted the result last week and I said 10% profit. So it was already 10% as of last week. With the profit we made this week, I should have passed that account. But because of what the Japanese yen basket did to me, I went down in loss. So, but to tell you that I am profitable, I went down in loss, but I'm still up 11.5%. That's what makes you a profitable trader. Some of you, when you make losses, you lose and you're not able to still scale up in your profitability. So, in such case, you are not a profitable trader. Your scaling up will be as a result of your your understanding risk management. Now look at the nonsense I did, which I said I messed up. Japanese yen basket has been on its lowest low. On the high side, we call it the highest high or high of all time. It has been on the lowest low of all time. So if you look at the 1 week time frame, you see what I'm saying. So you can't backdate it. Can you see? So such kind of charts is very difficult to analyze. The Japanese yen basket has never been this bad. Sorry, oh, there's this mosquito I trying to kill. The Japanese yen basket has never been this bad in the history of Forex. Look at it. It's been dropping since 2019. Can you see? It's been dropping. So the best times to trade it is when it is retracing on the upside. You can see it's gained momentum here when we started. I think I started trading it in 2022. Look at it. It gained momentum. These are my analysis in 2022. You see why I like to keep my history. I'm able to make reference. Now I'm making reference to what I did in 2022. So when it's on the lowest low, it becomes very hard. All right, sorry for the interruption. So the major low, this particular side where price is currently is one of the most difficult places to predict price. So, but now it is reversed already, so we can actually predict it now. Look at the nonsense it did in 4 hour time frame. Look at it. This is a huge imbalance. Price is supposed to come up, but price kept declining. It kept rejecting and declining. This is what we call serious manipulation. If you look at the JPY, the one we use in trading it, you will see the nonsense. Look at it. Imagine after this huge bullish move, price is landing like this. It's pure manipulations. Price ought to have bought, but because the market is being manipulated, it was not buying. And that was where I fell victim of. Ah, thank God, I finally killed it. I fell victim of all the money I have made on that proper account, and I did not pass it when I was supposed to pass it. Now look at it, and a massive buy is coming. So is that massive buy we were anticipating? See the first one, stop loss. Second one, I think there was one we exited. I think it was this one I exited. This one, stop loss. This one, stop loss. This one, stop loss. This one, stop loss. So those of you I used to always tell, don't take only some entries and take some entries. You will notice that if you were taking only, see, you will notice that if you were taking only these GBP, you will not be profitable because you would have hit loss. You'd have hit this one, this one, this one, this one. Why am I profitable? Because I'm taking both this one and I'm taking Bitcoin. Look at Bitcoin. Let me show you Bitcoin. Look at Bitcoin. So profitability is in the entries you are taking. You can't take one entry and expect to be profitable. It doesn't work like that. Okay. Now look at Bitcoin. Okay, this one was not okay. This one hits the okay. Look at this first one, take profit. Look at this one, take profit. Can you see? This one hits stop loss, only one. You can see this one, it went halfway. I exited around here. You can see this one halfway. I exited. Those are profits. You can see this one, take profit. This was Sunday entry, early morning Sunday. You go to Ethereum. So you can see how profitability is measured in trading. It's in the many entries. It's not one entry that you took that hits stop loss that will determine what you are trading. Look at Ethereum, Sunday entry, take profit. Look at this one. After all the many struggles, can you see it? After several days, I think this was 4 days, take profit. Look at this one. After hitting stop loss, so this was stop loss. he still came and hit take profits. So that was the only loss. So you can see that Ethereum is profitable, Bitcoin is profitable. Look at this one. He didn't hit our entry points, but he hit take profits. Okay, look at this one. This one he take profits. So Ethereum is profitable, Bitcoin is profitable, but GBP USD, GBP JPY is not profitable because it gave us 5 consecutive losses at a stretch. So that's the reason why I can actually that's the reason why I can actually trade um excuse me. Sorry, I had to attend to something very urgently. I'm still here. So the profitability you will experience in trading are in the many entries you take. Somebody screenshots his account during the day and was telling me he's not making money. And I looked at his history. His history is carrying pairs I didn't even post. So he's probably trading other people's signal and trading my signal. You can't be profitable like that. So the reason I am profitable is I traded the Ethereum, I traded the Bitcoin, then I now traded the GBP JPY. So the GBP JPY actually delayed me from passing that account last week, but I will pass it. Before Friday, I will pass that account. By next week, I should be withdrawing from that account. And that's how it is last year. Last year, this period last year, I passed several prop accounts. I passed the 200K account. I passed the 50K account, $50,000 account. I passed the $200,000 account. But I couldn't withdraw from those accounts because they ran into December. I told you something. I said once trading is entering into September, it becomes slower. So when it entered September, the person I was partnering with, because I couldn't afford those accounts, somebody, the person backed out from the plan. If not, that account was one of my biggest hits in the industry. It was $200,000 account, five. I passed three last year. Then I passed 50K. Then we got funded $50,000 before the person now came up with the idea of market is too slow, and backed out. So this period last year, I passed a lot of accounts. It's usually like that. July market is usually very stable from my experience. So, and that's what's happening now. So this JPY, this GBP JPY can only delay me, but it cannot stop me. But if you are only taking GBP JPY as my entries that I'm posting on the group, you will not be profitable. You have to take it, take the EU, take the GU, take the Bitcoin, take all the entries I'm posting. But watch your leverage, watch your risk. So if your money is small and might not be able to take all of them, what you should do is avoid some, take some. But that one you are taking, take all of them. Like even this GBP somebody who is trading only GBP can still be profitable because this was last week and today, right? What's going on here? Can you see? Analysis is already done. So I'm definitely going to get some winning entries that will help us recover all these losses. Okay. So, but I'm taking time to explain all of these things so that if you're here and you're depending on my signal to make money and you feel that sometimes I hit stop loss and it's making you not to make money, the problem is not the stop loss. The problem is you not knowing how to manage. I always tell people that just as trading is a skill, risk management and account management is also another skill. So I've done the analysis on GBP I'm waiting for entry time. This is it. Okay, so like I said, the Japanese yen basket was misbehaving. It just kept on dropping and dropping. So where I was victimized today was I saw this. I knew it was going to buy, but in my subconscious, I thought it was GPP that was buying. So I just went straight. And when the AI said buy, I just said, oh, yeah, it's buy, it's buy. It was after I had posted the signal, taking the entry. I came and looked at it again. I was like, no, 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 JPY is not buying. The AI is seeing it as buy because, of course, AI is not perfect. It can make its own errors. So you need your skill to be able to know that the AI is wrong. So I started looking for exits. That's why I did not tell you when to exit. I started asking the AI, when should we exit? The AI kept saying, hold, hold, hold. So the AI was correct on its own case. That's how trading, that's the mystery of trading. Everybody can be correct and still be in loss. So the AI was correct. The only reason why the AI missed that entry was because there was manipulation. And in simple language, the language he used was he said the buyers failed to move the market. So that's how trading is. Trading is not like your normal lifestyle where you say is either something is good or something is bad. In trading, something can be good and not be profitable. So AI comes to say, which reminds me, let me even let him know that he failed that entry. Because that's what I do. I train the AI so that it can be better at making entries. So I need to tell him every time that, okay, CEO, you failed. Okay, now he's saying not yet. He says not time to buy. So let me tell him. Now, for anybody that wants my trading strategy, anybody that want my trading strategy, I'm going to be posting my prompts on the VIP group. I'll give it for free for the VIP channel. So I've already told him that he hit stop loss yesterday, so that in case he doesn't know, then I will now tell him to record it not to make the mistake again. So what am I doing now? I'm telling the AI to understand that anytime what I just explained to you during analysis, I told you that the Japanese yen basket was on its lowest low for all time. So I'm training him now to understand that anytime such a thing repeats, because of course it will still repeat again in the market. Record and tick, record and update strategy. So I'm telling the AI, anytime such a thing repeats itself again in the market, it should it should be careful not to make the kind of judgment he made that made us hit that stop loss. So in this class, I'll just tell you briefly how you can train your own chat GPT to become your AI decision maker. It's simple. Once you open chatgpt.com, this is for those of you that don't know how to use ChatGPT. Just come to new chats. When you go to new chats, okay, you're gonna have a blank, you're gonna have a blank entry point, something like this. You can talk to it. It's like human being. Talk to it. It normally doesn't trade. So if you ask him to trade for you, he will tell you, I don't trade. So you are the one to tell him what you want, then both of you can reason together. So what we do with AI is not we don't you don't use AI to trade. We train AI on what we are doing, then ask him, can we do this? And that's the same thing with every robot that maybe we don't understand. So the robot Optimus designed by Elon Musk that would cook, it doesn't just start cooking. God did not create any robot to cook. God created human beings to cook. So before an Optimus robot can cook, that the Elon Musk, that's Tesla's robot, it needs to be programmed to cook. So it needs to be told how to cook. It needs to be taught. So you that bought it might not be the one to teach it because it's a bot. So it has been trained. That's why it's called a bot, a robot that was built to robot for you. Okay. So same thing with the chat GPT. Just that the chat GPT is not a bot. The chat GPT is a name for it. Okay, but it's the beginning stage of the bot. The chat GPT is the beginning stage of the programming of the artificial intelligence, which is the AI. Okay, so you start by telling it what to do. So I have already trained ChatGPT on my strategy. So anybody that wants to now trade my strategy on ChatGPT, all the person needs to do is to click on add photos and files. Then my strategy, which is on a PDF file, my strategy, I don't know, I've done a lot of things recently. I don't know if it's anywhere close. It's supposed to be close. Okay, look at it. Now, this is my strategy, which I will share on the VIP group. You can now post it on the chat GPT like this. Now, when you post it, the easiest way to get AI to learn your strategy is once it is compiled in a summary, in a file, just tell it to write some comprehensive summary on it. It already understands it. That's how smart AI is. So this is my strategy on a PDF file. So this strategy is complete. It tells the AI when to buy, when not to buy, when I buy, when I don't buy, my market decisions, what I do, how I trade, my strategy, everything is on this PDF. And it's very small in case you're thinking it's big. Let me show you because some of you might be thinking it must be very robust. It's not even up to one page. That is the future of computer. It doesn't need to be in big documents like that for it to be effective. That's the future of computer. The future of computer is prompt. It's promptings, not even software. Softwares are going to fade off because softwares are not easily understood by a layman, but prompt can be understood by a layman. Now look at it now. This is it. This is my strategy. Just two page. The second page is not even complete. But if you look at it, you see that it's well detailed. If I zoom it for you, you'll see it's very detailed. If you look at the beginning, KFC Trading Academy, AI trading strategy, this is a particular version because we keep updating the version based on the mistakes that the AI does. So we tell you, don't do this again, correct it. So this is the seventh version. So if there's an updated version, I will update you, but this is the version I'm using currently. So you can see the core philosophy: trade only high probability institutional setups aligned with technical structure, macro fundamentals, focus on consistency over frequency. That has trained the AI. AI is smart to understand that. You might not understand that because you're new in trading. Top-down analysis: start from 4-hour time frame and daily if needed to determine trend, institutional supply or demand, premium discounts and key targets. Refine on 15 minutes, execute only on 5 minutes. Institutional zones: use fresh supply and demand zones, avoid heavily mitigated and repeatedly tested zones, cancel a bullish thesis If demand is consumed, cancel a bearish thesis. If supply, these are perfect strategy. This is my strategy on a prompt. So once you attach it here, you just tell the AI, write a comprehensive summary of the strategy. Once it has written it, just come on your chart, which is trading view. Okay, pick what you want to analyze. If it's GBP, JPY you want to analyze, just pick 4 hour time frame, just as you saw it on the strategy. Attach it here. You can snap it. It's easy to snap on trading view. Just click on this camera. Okay, click on copy. That's how to snap on trading view. Once you copy the chart, you come on chat GPT, you paste it. You can see it's pasted. Okay, so you take 4 hour, right, which is my first higher time frame, 15 minutes, which is my second, okay, and 5 minutes. You paste it. After you have pasted it, you the AI will trade it automatically with these prompts. Automatically. Then now start asking him, when should I go in? When should I stay? Something like this. You can see what I was asking him. You can see that's what I'm doing here. So we're already trading together. I've built it already as a bot. So we're trading together. So we have done analysis together. So what I'm asking him now is, see the last question I asked him before I told him about the SL. I said, time. Is it time to go in? Because I'm seeing a bullish candle. Okay, let me see. I think it has fulfilled the criteria of entry. Let me ask him. So I don't like to talk long. I've trained him already. He understands what I'm saying. So when I say time, he knows what I mean. In case you're wondering, you're not asking him, is it time to go in? You can ask him, is it time to go in? I know what I've trained him to understand. So that's why I can ask him just time. And he knows what I'm talking about. So look at what he's saying. He said, not time to enter yet. So you see why you need AI to make your decisions perfectly. I, as a person, think I should go in. And that has made me make a lot of market decisions that are not correct. Now, why? I need money. You can see now. There's a lot of things I want to do with money. So my emotions is telling me, go in, Victor, go in, Victor. You can just make this. But you see, that's where trading will humble you because your emotions will push you to see what is not there. But what makes the algorithm better in psychological decision is that the algorithm does not have emotions like you. He doesn't have any bills to pay. He doesn't have any spendings to do. So both of you can reason together. Can we go in now? He says no. Look at it. Look at it. So he has already given his condition. So ask him when. He will tell you when to go in. So that's it. So I'm posting it right now for those of you on the VIP group. So you can use it on your own time, anytime you want to trade. Sorry, my laptop is hanging. I think this laptop has tried. I've been using this laptop since 2021. That's really tried. I have another one I need to move to. The only challenge why I still keep coming to this laptop is because I have so much in this laptop. So if I want to use the new one, I've set the new one already to start using it and stop using this one. But each time I want to use that new one, I have my files. Like look at this document now, it's here, it's not there. So the files is what keep bringing me here. They keep bringing me here. I know what to do. I will keep updating that one so that I can leave this land. This laptop has really, really tried. It's tired. It's tired. 2021 till now. Just tried. 5 years. So this is the I've posted it on the VIP group. So for anybody that attended this class and has learned anything from what I just taught on training the AI to trade with you, you can actually use that. That's an advantage for you for being in this class. Only for the VIP community. I didn't post on the free community. So that's my analysis on GBJPY. I think my analysis is not very clear. Let me do it again. I said price was very skippy, and that's why we hit a lot of stop losses. But price is currently retracing. Okay, not perfectly because it needs to shift this side. I'm just seeing it now. Price needs to shift this long wick to be perfectly Okay, even on that thing, that stop loss that we're hitting, we still keep hitting it. Price needs to do this before it can be perfectly realigned to be a bullish market. It needs to shift this week. This week is a manipulation. That's the low. The deception is you will think this is the low. You think this is the low. None of these actually broke structure. If you understand structure in trading, you will just be perfect in what you're doing. Look at it. None of these things are structures. This is the only structure here. Is when you don't know structure, you will think that all of these things are structure. This is the real structure. This is the only break of structure here. This is not a break of structure. It did not break. This did not break. This did not break. Then this now broke this path. Now, that thing that it broke there is what we call fake break of structure. This thing here. Why is it fake break of structure? I'm going to teach you this, and I think it will help you because nobody taught me. It took me years to understand this. But congratulations, I'm going to be teaching it to you. That's why I'm a mentor. I used to think this was a break of structure. Now, this is why it is not a break of structure. One of the criteria of a break of structure is that there's going to be a momentum that broke the previous low. This was the previous low on this structure. As long as this was the only momentum, this is a momentum. A momentum is when you see three candles printing in the same direction at a particular time. Take, for instance, this is a bearish direction. This is one, this is two, this is three. This is a good momentum. If there are two, it's not a good momentum. If it is one, it's not a good momentum. Now this is three, so this is a good momentum. But the problem now is that all of these ones, they are three, 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 but they did not take out these three. So in that case, the only one that broke what we call break of structure is when price has taken out either a low or a high. Now this is the previous low in 15 minutes time frame. Okay, and this price took out this low. I get it to come down and then went like this. So after price took out this low, it became a break of structure. This one did not take it out, so that still stays, that still remains. This one did not take it out, this one did not take it out. None of these, of which all of those things you're seeing there, is what we call consolidation, market consolidation. All of these things here is what we call market consolidation. So what broke here is what we call breakout of consolidation, not a break of structure. So a breakout from a consolidation is a pullback which is about to be facilitated. It doesn't mean that the pullback has started. What confirms that the pullback has started is this arrow that I drew here. Before a pullback has completely been confirmed, it must shift the previous structure on the upside, which is this. So this is the low side, this is the high side. So this low side, we call it lower low. This high side, we call it lower high, because this is a downtrend. On an uptrend is called higher high or higher low. So this is higher low on an uptrend, then this is higher high. So on a downtrend, we call this lower high because it's a high, but it's going low. It's going low, so we call it lower high, and this we call lower low. Get that so that you don't mix it up. So now, until price takes out that lower high, you're not in for a new structure. Look at it. The same thing here. This is the previous one here. So all these ones you are seeing here, these are candles. If you go to a higher time frame, let's go to 1 hour, you will not see them. That's why you will know that those candles are not the lows. Look at now, you won't see them. Look at here. This is what you saw. This is what you saw. If you go to 4 hours, you won't see them. So those lows you are seeing, they are like the magnifying movement of the trend. Look at it. You can't see anything on 4 hour. Nothing. There's nothing here. So when you now go to a lower time frame like 15 minutes, which is like the magnifying of the 4 hour, that's when you now get to see it. But that does not mean that they are the real lows. What makes you know the real low is what broke the previous structure. Take, for instance, this is the previous structure. What broke it? This low was what broke it. So this is the previous low. This is the recent low. Okay? This is the recent low. This is the previous low. So until this previous low here is broken, which is this arrow I drew, the pullback has not been facilitated. So if you are buying, you are in trouble. You can't buy this market. If you're buying, you are taking high risk. That's when market is manipulated. Now you can see why I said I messed up. I was just following AI. When AI said buy, my brain, I knew something was going to buy. I did not remember that it was not JPY that was buying. I think I was feeling sleepy. That also affected me. Because when I'd already taken the entry, my brain, I said, okay, let me check the market. And I looked, I said, no, now JPY is not buying now. It's not buying yet. So by then I'd already entered. So I said, asking AI, should I go out? Should I go out? AI kept saying, stay, stay, stay. I said, okay, let's stay, let's see. Then we took that stop loss. So you see, you need to still know the skill for yourself, even though you're using AI. So this is the valid break of structure. So the reason why this is fake is because it has not taken out any low. The only thing that will make this break of structure valid, which I did not know, I didn't know this for many years, is if it takes out this low. Now you can see it failed to take it out. So this is a fake break of structure. We can call it internal break of structure. That's the right word. So if you go to 5 minutes time frame, you will see it. It's an internal. So internal break of structures are valid in a lower time frame. You can see it here. This is the previous low on 5 minutes time frame. Okay, and this is the previous lower high. Okay, you can see it took it out. So this is an internal break of structure. So from here, it's a valid break of structure. Okay, that's why we call it internal break of structure. But on a higher time frame, which is higher than 15 minutes, which is higher than 5 minutes, it's not a break of structure. It's a fake break of structure. So this is why many people are not able to judge the market correctly, because they don't know the difference between these things. Can you see it now? So if you see me put it, you say, but that's a break of structure. Yes, it is a break of structure, but it is not applied to the 15 minutes time frame. So for somebody who is trading 5 minutes, for instance, let me show you. Someone who's trading 5 minutes, of course, you should know that the person is trading just between here. He's not going far because it's a lower time frame. The person is probably trading between here and here. Eh? He does not have any business with what breaks here. He can trade this break of structure and be correct. But somebody who is trading 15 minutes time frame, which is our normal entry time frame as a day trader, who is intending to go far, if he uses this as a break of structure, he'll be wrong in structure. So I hope that passed a strong message to you, especially if you're learning how to trade. So until that, we will not be buying GPP, JPY. And again, on this other side, this is the lowest, this is the most recent structure. I told you the criteria of knowing a break of structure. Number one, momentum, right? The candles that will print at least three on that directional side. So on the down directional side, we have one here, we have two here, we have three here, we have four. So this is the momentum. So the low that pushed the previous low out, which is this, to give a break of structure, is the low that must be taken out first before we can say that a new structure is already realigning on the upside. So you must see price do this. Otherwise, you cannot buy GBP JPY. If you buy it, you're going to be making a huge mistake. So that's my analysis on JPY. I've taken too much time explaining many other things. I've gone to show you ChatGPT and others. I don't have all this time to be online because I have other things I want to do. So let me rush now. Okay, let me be a bit more faster. So in case I'm rushing, just try and understand. I've taken so much time. So this is the 4-hour time frame for the Ethereum. If you look, Ethereum has broken this side to the upside. So definitely Ethereum is bullish. It's obviously bullish. So we'll go into the lower time frame, which is our lower entry time frame, and we'll begin to look for our entry confirmation. So until definitely there's a change in structure here, just like what I just taught you now. Now you understand why I decide direction. Is that thing I just taught you now. Until that happens, we will not be buying Ethereum. So this is what we should look out for. So somebody says, I want to sell. You can't be selling when market is about to retrace to the buy side. So you must know your structure before you know what you're doing. Then GPCHF, this is another pair that gave us good profits. Though I didn't trade this. Okay. You can see AI kept saying buy. These are another pair that AI kept saying buy, and I was like, no. Okay, no, sorry. I was the one thinking buy. I think I was the one wrong here. I was thinking I could buy from here because I was seeing this imbalance. And AI said, no, wait. Now look at what happened. This would have been a pure loss. So I didn't take it. So it's out. Okay. Now this one pair that has given us good profits because it's been easily predicted. Look at the first one, when to take profit. Look at the second one, when to take profit. Look at the third one, when to take profit. So this fourth one is what I'm anticipating. But so far, market is currently consolidating. Anytime market is consolidating, it's always very difficult to spot entries. In case you don't know what it means, look at it. When you see the price is staying in one direction for a long time, that's what we call consolidation. It's not the same as this. If you look very well, it's not the same as this. Can you see? This is a direction. This is what we call uptrend. And the trend is your friend. If you see an uptrend market and you start going up, 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 it will be friendly. You keep on making money, you keep on making progress. But when you are in a market, and what happens after a trend is a consolidation. So if you look at the history here, you will see that there was a downtrend on this side. This is it, right? Downtrend. This is what we call consolidation. So anytime market wants to change direction, there's always a consolidation. So this is a consolidation. Such times it's difficult to predict the market because the market is neither going up or coming down. So all the monies you have made in a clear trend direction, you will lose it here. That's what is keeping many traders in bondage, and they are living in bondage. So they make money from a trend. They get to a consolidating market, they are confused. So avoid consolidating markets if you want to stay profitable. Look at another one here, consolidating. Look at it here, consolidating. And one thing you should learn about the market is always moving from where we call it consolidate. We call market moves from distribution to consolidation, from consolidation to um how do we say it again? Okay, market moves from displacement to consolidation, from consolidation to distribution. Let me show you. You can see market displaced down to this side and consolidated and then distributed. So what happens is the market displaced people that did not understand that this was a downtrend, then came here, consolidated, confused a lot of people, collected their money, and then now distributed the money to people that understood it is going on the upside. So you must always know when market is consolidating. Like right now, it's consolidating here. As a professional trader, I can still trade it. I can trade the consolidation market. I know how to trade a consolidating market. But because it's a consolidating market, your trade should stay within the confines of the consolidation region, something like this. So you must stay within the confines. Take, for instance, you study the structure now. Okay, this is a break of structure. Okay, I can stay within these confines. I can just go, you can't go long because there's something as there's something as consolidation breakout. So that's when there's a clear directional bias in the market. Let me show you what a consolidation breakout is. This is a consolidation. And this movement from this side to the upside is what we call a consolidation. So the consolidation has done for some time and it has broken out on the upside. So because of that, it will be difficult to trade GBPCHF right now. It will be difficult. Okay, but like I told you, I'm a professional trader, so I will definitely find an entry there. So when I see, I'm going to let you know. But right now, there is no clear directional bias on GBPCHF because the market is consolidating. So that will be all on Forex stocks. Okay, I've not shown you CFDs, that's silver. Now, something happened today. I felt bad about it. I was waiting for this silver entry from here. I wanted to go in. AI kept saying, hold on, hold on, hold on. Why? I taught you something about imbalance. Can you see? I thought it's something about imbalance. So I was supposed to go in because I knew that price would definitely feel this imbalance. AI kept saying hold on. So in the process of AI saying hold on, I was already on massive profit on GPUSD. So I didn't want to overtrade. So I didn't want to overtrade. So I felt let me just hold on. Maybe New York price now moved. I was not available. And I came back after New York price at HTP. I felt bad. I said, "Kai, no, 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 no. This is an A plus setup." The same thing repeated on gold. Because now watch it now. Learn this going to help you to master the market. Silver and gold are like brothers, they follow each other. Bitcoin and Ethereum are like brothers, they follow each other. Euro and GPUSD are like brothers, they follow each other. So you know these things to help you in making market decision. So let's look at gold. You see that it's the same thing. Gold is the same thing. The difference will just be small. Look at it. The same thing. So why I'm not happy is we should have taken these two engines and I would have passed my prop accounts. We'll be talking of withdrawing this week. But I'm not feeling too bad. Why am I not feeling too bad? For me to get this correct, I can still get another one correct. The only thing is that to get this kind of A plus setup where you know that this is an imbalance and knowing exactly when to go in to fill up this imbalance to get again, it has to be next week because this thing happens during Friday night. That's why I feel sorry for those of you holding a trade throughout the weekend to the following week. You are looking for trouble. The market will take you out. These are the huge manipulation happening since Trump came into power. The market will always jump. Okay, so let's look out for new entries since we lost that. But my apologies to the community. That could have been a massive profit on us. So let me just quickly analyze silver while I round up. So silver has shifted on the upside here. So silver should be bullish. Anybody trading in bearish now is taking risk. I traded bearish, yeah, because of that imbalance. No wonder the AI kept saying I should hold on. So look out for bullish moves. Right now it's still bearish. I'll look out because there's no structure here. This is an imbalance. Okay. There has to be a structure. Let me show you what I mean. Until there is a structure, let price print structures. That's where you can now wait for a structure to shift. And then you can now start talking of buying. So there has to be a structure. I already taught you what consolidation is. So this is a displacement, right? So the consolidation that will happen here will lead to distribution. Okay. So market comes from displacement into consolidation and then into distribution. So it's the distribution we are waiting for. So wait for the consolidation to occur here. After the consolidation, the breakout of consolidation becomes our entry. That is for silver. Okay, I added NZD, but I'm discussing that with the VIP community. I added Euro, discussing that with the VIP community. Okay, let's look at US 30 since it still works with New York. Take for instance, US 30 has exactly what I've been talking to you about. This imbalance has to fill. It's filled half, it will still fill. I expect it to come to here. But now there's another imbalance on this side, so it might go up first before it comes. But this place must fill. So that's the challenge with imbalance. When will it fill? Now look at it filled halfway and stopped, and now it's looking at going up. So you might say, "Oh, it will fill, it will fill." You enter, it will just take you out. So you have the ability to know when it will fill is what makes you a good trader. So now let's look at it on the overall trend. US 30 is bearish. Okay. So since it's bearish, if you are going bullish, you are counter trending. So since it's bearish, that means the entry time. So this is the most recent break of structure. This was not taken out. So we can actually sell this US 30. So, but we're going to use the expertise of the AI to know the exact time to go in. For me, from my brain, I can actually sell this US 30. But my brain might be not be perfectly correct because now let me tell you why AI is more perfect. I don't know what Trump is discussing right now in the US. My brain cannot pick the information because those things affect the market. That's what we call market fundamentals. But the AI knows these things. So if you tell him, can we go in now? The AI tells you, no, not yet. Why? Because his brain is telling him Trump might make a statement in the US. The New York bank might do something tomorrow that will lead to. So he tells you no. So that's why it's good in your expertise, employ the expertise of the AI to tell you exactly what precise time to go in. So this is what I'm saying. But based on my model, if you go to the 5 minutes entry time frame, I would need to see the bearish structure, of which this is a bullish structure. Okay. So based on my model, this one must shift. Based on my trading model, this one must shift. So price must come down, shift this, come here before I buy, before I sell. Sorry about this. Price must come down, shift this structure, retrace into my entry points. Okay. So until that happens, I'm not going to enter. That's my strategy. So this is what I would trade with US 30. So my eyes are on US 30. So all of you, just stay active on the VIP community or the free community. I'm going to give you updates on that. So quickly, let me show you the synthetics. So we have the jump 25, right? And then we have the volatility 25. All right, so jump 25, quickly. Jump 25. This is a bullish market, but let's see where it's going to come to before we can buy. All right, so it's a clear bullish market for jump 25. Sorry, my system is hanging. The system is hanging, okay? It's a clear bullish market for jump 25. So all I'm going to wait for is for price to come to this point of interest. First one is this. This is a demand zone. The second one is this. This is the first fair value gap. There are several fair value gaps here. The third one is this. Is still forming. It's not yet done. So once price gets to any of those zones, I'm going to be looking out for, like I always taught you from Forex side, I'll be looking out for structures like this. So once price gets there, I just look out for a shifting structure. Then I will buy jump 25. Okay. Then for volatility 25, it's also bullish, as you can see. It's also bullish. Market is clearer now. I've not traded them for some time because they've not been very clear. You can see what they've been doing since. That's why I've not been trading them. But they are clearer now. So this is a clear bullish market. And it's clearly coming to this. Let me see if it has mitigated it. Okay, it has not mitigated it. It's coming here first before the upper side. So because of that, I can trade it if I get an entry. So my entry point should be if price shifts this structure, this one here. Huh? How? Let me show you. For any reason, price shifts that structure and retraces back into my entry points, I buy. Okay, but price is still consolidating. I already taught you what consolidation is. Price is still consolidating here, and it has already displaced here. So the distribution might be to the upside, might be to the downside. How do we know it's going to be to the upside? After it has shifted this structure. If it continues, I still expect it to come down to this point because I still see some liquidities here. So I feel like the sellers will still move market to this downside. So for any reason, that's the first structure I'm expecting to see. The second structure I'm expecting to see is that price should do like this. Once it gets here, then we go up. So these are the two structures I have in mind for Jump 25. So that will make it the completion to this very comprehensive class that we have today. So I was able to say a lot more things that I usually don't say during my class. And that is to help you to be equipped in trading. All right, so stay very active, like I said, on the free community. Stay very active on the VIP community because I'm going to be giving you exact updates on when to go into the trades. Until then, keep enjoying and keep making money. See you soon.